Good morning, class 8. Welcome back to your biology classroom once again. Hope all of you watched the last video. Today I will start from importance of transpiration. So look at your book. Cooling effect. When there is rapid loss of water vapor from the plant's aerial parts, it brings down its temperature. So by the help of transpiration process, trees actually replenish itself by the bring down its temperature. Ascent of sap and distribution of minerals. Transpiration result in the development of low water potential in the leaf tissue. Thus, water moves from the xylem tissue to the leaf shell and helps in the ascent of sap. So, actually, transpiration helps for the ascent of sap, as because the water is lost from the aerial part of the plants. Same way, it also help to absorb more water through xylem tissue to the leaf. Mineral ions also move up along with water due to the transpiration pool. Next, removal of excess water. Plants absorb more water than it requires. Transpiration helps in the removing the excess water. So actually transpiration is a process by which normally green plants remove the excess water from their aerial parts. Next, translocation of food from leaves. Sugar molecules are manufactured in the green leaves of a plant during photosynthesis. All of you know, by the photosynthesis process, green plant prepare their own food. They are transported throughout the plant by the phloem. So actually phloem is another vascular tissue which actually help to transport the food which actually prepared in the leaves. The transport of soluble products of photosynthesis, that is the sugar molecule, is called translocation. So translocation is a biochemical process by which the phloem tissue actually help to move away the soluble minerals or soluble products which actually prepared for photosynthesis process throughout the plant's body. This process is also known as translocation. So as you have already studied, phloem has cells called seed tubes which are placed one above the other from the long tubes throughout which food is transported. So normally seed tubes जो होता है एक के ऊपर ऐसे नॉर्मली ट्यूब की तरह मतलब पाइप जैसा एक दूसरे के ऊपर खड़ा रह के पूरा प्लांट बॉडी को फूड ट्रांसपोर्ट कर सकता है. नेक्स्ट, मिनरल्स इन प्लांट्स. You have already studied that plants take up essential minerals from the soil. Plants require about 17 minerals for their proper growth and development. So actually, student, be careful about the number of minerals. So 17 minerals, nutrients are essential for the plant growth and development. These minerals are required not only in sufficient quantities but also an appropriate ratio. So minerals सिर्फ जितना ज़रूरी है उतना नहीं, प्रॉपर रेशियो में ज़रूरी है. The minerals that are required in a large quantities, usually 0.2 to 0.4% of dry weight of the plant, are called macronutrients. तो नॉर्मली जो मिनरल ग्रीन प्लांट के शरीर में डेवलप्ड और ग्रोथ के लिए 0.2 to 0.4% ड्राई वेट ऑफ द प्लांट के हिसाब से ज़रूरी है, उसको हम लोग बोलेंगे मैक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स. लाइक नाइट्रोजन, फॉस्फोरस, पोटेशियम, सल्फर, कैल्शियम एंड मैग्नीशियम आर एग्जांपल ऑफ मैक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स. सेम वे द मिनरल्स दैट आर रिक्वायर्ड इन अ वेरी माइन्यूट क्वांटिटीज, मतलब जो बहुत कम क्वांटिटीज में ज़रूरी है, measured in the parts per million, about 0.1 to 0.02% of the dry weight of the plant are called micronutrients. So normally what is the fact? Basically which minerals are needed in a large quantity for the plant growth? They are macronutrients. Example, must. Same way which minerals or nutrients are needed in a small quantities. Quantities याद रखना 0.2 to 0.02% of the dry weight of the plant. These are micronutrients. So micro means कम और macro means ज़्यादा. Example, very important: boron, manganese, chlorine, iron, zinc, copper, nickel and molybdenum are example of micronutrients. Micronutrients are also known as trace element. So इसके नीचे दाग लगाना, What are trace element? Micronutrients are also known as trace elements. So यहाँ पे ब्रैकेट में जो लिखा हुआ है, दिस पोर्शन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो स्टूडेंट बी केयरफुल अबाउट दिस bracket. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are the primary nutrients required by plants. For example, nitrogen is essential for the plant growth and is a part of every living cell. It is also necessary for synthesis of chlorophyll. So normally, these type of minerals also help the synthesis of chlorophyll. Phosphorus is also essential for growth. Potassium is necessary for the photosynthesis and protein synthesis. सो नॉर्मली यहाँ पे जो ब्रैकेट में न्यूट्रिएंट्स का जो काम दिया हुआ है, ये वाला अच्छे से याद करना. नेक्स्ट, इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ मिनरल्स इन प्लांट्स. द मिनरल्स आर नेसेसरी फॉर प्लांट्स ड्यू टू द फॉलोइंग रीजन. Growth and development. About 17 minerals are essential for the growth and development of plants. Next, formation of plant body. Several minerals are constituents of the protoplasm and cell wall of a plant. So this point is very important. So 17 minerals के अंदर some nutrients or minerals are the main constituents of the protoplasm as well as the cell wall of plant. Next, maintenance of cell shape. The minerals found in the shell shape are necessary for the absorption of water and maintenance of the cell turgidity and cell shape. Turgidity मतलब ज़्यादातर पानी एब्जॉर्ब करने के लिए सेल का जो सेल वाल है दैट इज मतलब वो फूल जाता है. उस सिचुएशन को हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? टार्जिडिटी. मतलब कंडीशन को, सेल का जो कंडीशन है उसको हम बोलेंगे टार्जिड सेल. सो द मिनरल्स ऑल्सो help for the absorption of water and maintenance of the cell turgidity and cell shape. Next, phloem transport. Boron and potassium help in the translocation of food through the phloem. So these two minerals are very important, which actually act as a catalyst for the translocation process. Next, deficiency disease in plants. When plants do not get essential minerals, nutrients in the sufficient quantities, they may suffer from deficiency disease. Some deficiency disease in plants and their symptoms are given in the table. तो नॉर्मली जब ज़रूरी मात्रा में जितना ज़रूरी है उतना ना मिलने पर जो डेफिशिएंसी डिजीज दिखाई देता है उसका लिस्ट एक तो दिया हुआ है. ये लिस्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो नॉर्मली न्यूट्रिएंट का नाम और डिजीज का नाम याद रखना. सिम्टम वो ज़रूरी नहीं है, सिर्फ मिनरल्स उसी के साथ डिजीज का नाम. So the deficiency of nitrogen, there will be a red leaf of cotton. Next, phosphorus, dwarf cotton. Zinc, chlorosis. Potassium, curling of leaf tips. Iron, lime introduce chlorosis. So student, I hope all of you understood what I discussed in this video. So for today, up to this portion.